Well, guys, Netflix added Captain America Civil War, and just as I had feared, it was thoroughly average, just as all of the Captain America films thus far have been. Now, that's not to say it's particularly bad. I do think that there is one particular reason why it doesn't work as a movie, and I'll be getting to that shortly. So, what do we got going on in this movie? Well, if you didn't watch Avengers Age of Ultron, that would be me, then you have no business watching this. Because all this Marvel Cinematic Universe is all interwoven in a way that if you miss one movie, you're screwed. You don't know who stands where. Hell, you get confused as hell when all of a sudden this guy Vision appears. Anyways, you can't just watch the Captain America movies and go into this one. That's what I did. Last MCU movie I saw was Winter Soldier. Hell, I think that was the first video I did on this channel was reviewing that movie. And that's what you got here is a just giant disconnect. Starting out, you got some kind of surveillance mission going on. Olsen twins' little sister, who's taller than them, is on Steve Rogers' team with Black Widow. They're observing some stuff. You got Falcon over there. I guess she's Scarlet Witch. Evidently she appeared in Age of Ultron and like it had a little cameo in like the end credits of Winter Soldier in just confusing fashion. And she can do stuff. Like the boundaries of this are really not explained in this particular movie, but she's magical. They're fighting people. Frank Grillo, who tried to kill, he was one of the henchmen in Winter Soldier. He causes some explosion that gets contained, and Olsen over there goes and throws him up in the sky, and it blows up some building, which we're then told had some kind of peace mission people in it. And it's like, well, when did this ever get brought up? Then everybody's talking about how, I guess in Age of Ultron there was some country destroyed or some shit, and the Avengers are being blamed for it. And they go on and on and on about this throughout the movie. So it's just like, okay, I think something happened in the previous movie here, but can we make this our own movie? Now, how come this entire movie relies on Age of Ultron? What the hell? So everybody's lecturing Tony Stark about this. He's like, yep, we need to have our power checked. And Captain America, he's like, screw that. I'm like, realistically, yeah, you need some guidance. We're in for another one of these bickering superhero movies, just like 2012 Avengers. I got sick of that shit then, I'm sick of it now. And it's all MCU comes down to. Oh, well, I think I'm the boss. No, I'm the boss. Wait, I'm the boss. God damn, grow up. This isn't high school. You're adults. Robert Downey Jr.'s 50. Christ. So, Robert Downey Jr. goes and recruits Spider-Man, played by a little British kid. He was in New York City with incredibly too hot for the role Marissa Tomei as Aunt May, whose husband just got murdered recently, and she's over there throwing herself at Tony Stark because he has money. Realistic, I guess. So that shit goes down. Robert Downey Jr. is like, hey, we need you on my team, whatever, blah, blah. He's like, okay, fine, I'll buy you a suit. Okay, cool. But not a suit and tux. I'll fund some research project. I know you're Spider-Man. How'd you figure this shit out? This is before anybody really starts knowing who Spider-Man is, according to this stuff. And here we are, I know who Spider-Man is. Alright, whatever. So, yeah, we have our side split here. This guy, can't pronounce his name, we'll just call him Black Panther. His dad's killed, and he dons the Black Panther, the protector of whatever nation he's from, where all the vibranium comes from. This makes him rich as hell. And all we really get from this is that he wants the Winter Soldier, Bucky, killed. We're just gonna call him Bucky. He wants Bucky to die because Bucky was believed to have been behind his dad's killing, this other explosion at this UN meeting. So he wants Bucky dead. Steve Rogers like, no, I'm not doing that. And like, hey, we just turned over Bucky. Nah, I'm a dick and we have to have a movie, so I'm gonna be defiant, says Captain America. Then we have a fight in the middle, broad daylight, in a parking, or in an airport. And it's like, okay, there's a fight. Whoopity-doo. I've seen a lot of these powers before. No big whoop. War Machine gets injured, and this is like their big oh no moment. Oh, but he's not killed. He's just kind of paralyzed, but Tony Stark can fix this because he's loaded. And that's your minimal consequences in MCU. Who dies? Peggy Carter, because she's like about 100. Off screen, oh, I get a text that she dies. Oh, whoopity-doo, better go to the funeral and start making out for great niece or some shit. So that goes down. God damn. Too much reliance on previous shit. Too much have we seen this before. There's this guy, he's dressing up as Bucky and some scientist, and he tries to trick Bucky and psychologically manipulate him so that he goes Winter Soldier rogue again. All he has to do is say some phrases. So this is your amazing MCU movie, mind control over catchphrases. What, you go and say password? You go on some game show and all of a sudden somebody cuts loose or just goes some rogue agent shit? Give me a break. This is some weak ass plot. And the movie looks terrible too. Captain America, the first Avenger, was the color of shit brown. Winter Soldier was blue. This one is just gray. There's so little contrast. There's very little here that looks like a comic book. Batman vs. Superman looks like pages from a damn comic book. This, what comic book are these people reading? One where they couldn't fire up an inkjet printer and they just had too much toner or some shit? I mean, there's only one part that looks cinematic, and that's with this showdown between Bucky, Captain America, and Iron Man at the end, which doesn't even make any sense. So they go to the training facility where Winter Soldier was stationed, and they have all these other Winter Soldiers because Bucky mentions I wasn't the only one. So we're like, okay, they're going to fight a bunch of them. Okay, this will be where Tony Stark and Captain America team up with Bucky and fight others. Nope, they all died in their sleep. Said you got a guy whose motivation was, my family died in Avengers 2 Electric Boogaloo, and now I found a way to tear you guys apart. Well, didn't Loki do this shit before? Make the Avengers fight each other? Isn't that all the Avengers do, is fight each other? Give me a break. This is some weak ass shit. So, everybody's fighting. Eventually, Tony Stark kind of gets beat up by Captain America. Captain America takes out his whatever he's got in his chest now, because I don't remember what they did. In Iron Man 3 they removed that. I don't know what the story is now, but anyways, he can't continue the fight. Captain America says, don't worry, I'll be on your side later. He goes and puts Bucky in hiding. And then it's like, okay, Black Panther has kind of changed sides here, and he's like, alright, I'll hide Bucky, and yeah, okay. He was under mind control. Oh, don't worry, I understand mind control. We can't blame him for mind control. Stupid shit. This is your big movie, MCU fans. This is the one you thought was the best. Yeah, I can't believe anybody who recommends another Marvel movie to me. And that's the thing, it's just average. It's too long. There's some moments here and there where you're like, okay, I'm intrigued, kind of entertained. It's a lot of shit I've seen before. But there's nothing like too stupid, I guess. I mean, it's just par for the course. Mind control. Yeah, we've had mind control before. Winter Soldier was mind control. Oh, we're going back to the mind control. God damn it. Captain America Civil War, 2.5 out of 4 stars. Kiss my ass.